everybody, it's Wendy, and behind this curtain is the craft room. So this is it, the much anticipated craft room tour, and it has taken me forever to get this video filmed, but I'm trying. So I wanted to show you guys this curtain. So this is our front door right here. And when you walk in the front door, to the left is this big room, and it's supposed to be a formal living room and dining room area. But if you look through there, which I should have shut that door right there, that is our living room. Let me shut this door. Well, I'll just walk past it. So here's our dining table and our living room. But so we don't really need both areas. So what I did is I bought this curtain thing from Amazon, hung it up here, so it gives me like a divider. So, you know, it just divides the space, but if it's messy in there, you can't totally see it all the time. So this is the craft room. So we're going to come on in, and I'm going to try to make this video as motion sensitive as possible. I'm so sorry if it gives people motion sickness, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Chris was going to video for me, and he did, but I don't know, his video techniques were just a little questionable. So we're going to do this ourselves. So when you first walk in, I have this whole area over here, and I have these two tables, and that is for polymer clay and resin, okay? So this tower right here, this is 2 3-drawer sections stacked on top of each other, and those have all of my polymer clay and resin supplies. So cutters for the clay itself, the resin itself, glitters, mica powders, flakes, just anything I would use for polymer clay. And then if you go over here on the tables, I have the oven right there. And then this is a thing of Sharpies, because I do use Sharpies a lot with polymer clay and resin. And right now, because I'm not doing a ton of polymer clay, I have project trays out here. So these trays actually come from, gosh, I don't know. I got some of them at the... Was it Beetalon that was going out of business? I can't remember, guys. I'm so sorry. But anyway, you can get them on Amazon. They are 11 or 12 by 8, I think. And they're just trays. And I put my projects in them. Okay, so this actually is 2 Victory Gems and Beads projects I need to do. These are some Zuni bears that need resin. These are seashell necklaces that I'm going to do I'm going to do a big tutorial on a bunch of those. These are planner dangle kits. These are going to be up on my website hopefully tomorrow. I have them in a lot of different colors. A lot of people have requested them. This is a bracelet that Anne gave me that I love, and I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make it. And then these are some anklets. So there's going to be an anklet tutorial coming up. I do have all of my alcohol inks here, PBO paints, and patinas and stuff like that on this Lazy Susan. I love this thing. I got it from Amazon. It was not very expensive, but it's great for stuff like that. And then there are some tools that I use when I'm using polymer clay or resin. I have another oven here, and some acrylic paint, and the tiles that I use to bake on, and then my clay, my pasta machine. So that is kind of the polymer clay and resin station right there. And I tried really hard to keep this room uncluttered and just be very kind of streamlined with it. I hope I've succeeded. I don't know. There's a paper towel rack on the wall. And then this is all of my personal stuff over here. So these are Calyx cubes. They're from IKEA. And Chris and I really debated what to do in here. Like, I kind of wanted to get cabinets that had closed doors so it wouldn't show everything. But I feel like this is pretty, it looks good. I don't think it looks really cluttered. I tried to stick with the same colors. And I got all of the little bins that are in here either from Walmart sells them. I think I got a couple at the Dollar Tree. Just wherever I can find them that are fairly inexpensive and that are the right color. And then all of these tubs right here, these all came from the Dollar Tree. So I just really have tried to stick with a color theme and keep it pretty monochromatic. I have like I said, this is all of my personal stuff in these. So anything that I use, like silver metal beads, flowers, filigree, these are all fire polish beads. These are in the Harbor Freight containers, and those are fire polish. Wire here, clasps, charms down here, animals. You know, I just have everything separated out like I like to separate it out. Down on the bottom there are all seed beads, 6/0s, 15/0s, super duos, 2-hole beads, all that. Tape and glue, jasper. There's some books, tassels, crosses, nautical. I have some puzzles here. I love to work puzzles. I get that from my grandmother. And then up top, I have a big bin with acrylic paints, and I've got some of my jewelry displays, and then just some clear containers with the beads in them. I think the beads are pretty, and I like to show them. So all of these are table cut. These are the Czech Hawaiian flowers, and just different things over here. There's some pretty cane glass. Then this tower right here, down the middle, is all of my colors of beads. So I have all the beads. Each drawer is a different color. I've got white, cream, and clear in the top, pink, light blue, orange, red. Let me step forward because I can't see. Purple, yellow, dark blue, green, light green, then darker green, silver, black, brown, gold, multicolored. The next 3 drawers are pearls, and then 2 turquoise drawers on the bottom. And those tassels Beth sent me, and I think they're just so pretty just hanging from there. I had one on each drawer, but they kept falling off, so there's a couple on the floor. I need to pick them up. But those are all of my personal beads, and I got those rolly carts with the drawers from Michael's. They do put them on sale every now and then for $29. So I got 2, stacked them on top of each other, zip tied them together, and put them in the corner where I don't think they're going to fall. We hope not, anyway. And then this is the other Calyx cube. So I did 2 of the Calyx, the big Calyx cubes, and this is the other one. Again, I have some beads and jewelry displays up top. And then I've got like chandeliers, bead caps, stars, crackled glass, Murano and lampworked, agate, onyx, wooden beads, just, you know, shell, everything that I, you know, separate out, I have in one of these bins. There's scrapbook paper there, rings, micro beads, so all of that. And then over here is my desk. So this is where the magic happens. And as you can see, I have a glass of wine and a glass of water right there. But over here, I have pictures of all the people that mean something to me. So there's Chris. He's playing his saxophone. I've got, so this light's in the way, but this right here is my papa and me when I was little. That was the day my brother was born. And Papa was my dad's dad, and he died, a while. My kids were still little, so he's been gone for years. This is my grandmother, my dad's mom. That was his wife, and my Aunt Donna. There's me and Chris. This is Landon, my youngest. That's me. I used to love Wonder Woman. So I have a Wonder Woman shirt on there. And I like that picture because it just reminds me of who I used to be. Sometimes I think you need to have a reminder of who you used to be, that little girl that you used to be. And that reminds me of the one that I used to be, because sometimes life can be hard and, you know, you change. And I just keep her there as a reminder. Hey, I used to be this little girl that thought she was Wonder Woman or loved Wonder Woman. So this is Logan, my oldest. This is my grandmother, my mom's mom, and my mom's dad. Now, my mom's dad died before I was born. I never knew him. But my mom's mom was very much in my life, and I miss her every single day. So I keep them all close to me up there so I can see them and remember them, and it just helps keep me grounded and focused. So one thing about my desk, okay, and I'll explain what's in each one of these things, but one thing that I have found about my desk is it is extremely important to have only the things you use constantly at your fingertips. Okay, do not put things at your fingertips that you rarely use. That is precious real estate, and it's so much better to have it all right there close. So these are all in this container, and this container came from Harbor Freight, and I spray painted it gold. These are all ear wires of every sort. So every ear wire that I have, fish hooks, studs, it doesn't matter what it is, they're in there. Then there's a palm tree. Chris got me this light up palm tree for our anniversary, and I love it. So now I have head pins and eye pins. These are Dollar Tree containers. I've taken it and glued the lid to the bottom so it will stack on the one underneath. And they would stack however high as I wanted them to go, but obviously because of this shelf, they can't. But I have all of my head pins and eye pins in here separated out by color. And then here are my ball head pins and eye pins, okay? Down here behind the palm tree is just a container that I keep extra stuff in that I either drop on the floor and pick up later, or, you know, just whatever. It's just that loose stuff that you have to go through eventually and put away. These are all of my encouraging word cards in this container. This container has a bunch of different stuff. So these little things came from the Container Store. This tray came from the Dollar Tree. And this has just miscellaneous metals in it, like bead caps, beads. You know, if I'm doing a project and I have 10 leftover little bead caps, I'll just throw them in there, and then I can pull them out next time. Wire guards, bead bugs, 3 and 4 millimeter silver beads, metal ones, clear beads, because I use these a lot as spacers and stuff like that. Here are some extra fish hooks in different colors. These are, what are these? Clamshell connectors in all colors. And these are some just extender little bars, spacer bars. So just stuff that I use randomly, I put in there, have it at my fingertips. These are crimp bead covers, and these are rhinestone rondelles. I like these clear containers. So my mom saves these for me. These actually have garlic marinated mushrooms in them, and my dad loves them. So he goes through those jars of garlic marinated mushrooms like freaking crazy, and my mom saves them for me. I spray paint the lid and put stuff in them. They're pretty. Then this is my jump ring tower. So Beth got me these containers, and I put all the jump rings, all the ones that, except for silver and gold, okay? Because my silver and gold won't fit in here. But all these, like rose gold, these are tiny gunmetal, these are oval, these are textured. So all the different jump rings are in there. This right here is scissors and rulers and tall things. Here's my chasing hammer. Just anything that's tall, ring mandrel that won't fit anywhere else. This is my favorite scripture, Matthew 28:6. He is not here, he has risen just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. And I love that scripture. I think that gives us such hope to know that Jesus is risen and he's alive. These are notebooks that I use for different things. They have like all my passwords, and there's my medicine. I don't know why it's sitting out there. I think I called today to renew it, but this ball Mandy made me, Mandy made and gave to me. It is absolutely beautiful, and I keep it hanging here just because I love it, and I want to start doing some seed bead weaving and stuff, but I haven't yet. This is my tripod. Love the tape here. It's very very chic right there. And I've got my 2 bench blocks on here because this thing tips over. It's a bad design. Whoever invented this, it's a bad design. It needs weighted here because when I put my phone on here, it tips over. I just did a Beadbox Bargains haul, so that's what that is right there. And then all of this stuff right here. So glasses, noodle beads, lobsters, silver jump rings and gold jump rings and crimp beads. So the silver jump rings and gold jump rings are literally all in this box together. I just put them all in there and then pick out what I want. This is stringing and wire. So as I'm stringing, I'll just stick it in here, or as I use Supple Max or Tiger Tail or some wire, I just put it in here. This is just miscellaneous stuff. Like, let me pull it out here. So This is jewelry cleaning cloths. These are coins for, like, you know, size reference. Jump ring opener. Here's a scissor sharpener. This really needs to go over here because it's having trouble. It doesn't want to fit in there. I've got tape measures, some wax, beeswax, more jewelry cleaning cloths. This is a wire straightener. So just miscellaneous stuff that I use randomly is in there. This is paper, so if I need to make notes or whatever, it's right there. And then these are extra jump rings. These are tiny little 4mm jump rings. And I like to keep them separate because they're so small. And then these are all oval jump rings of every size and shape and color, so they're there. This is extra wire. When I cut off, like if I'm doing dangles or something, I keep the wire because I can make head pins from it later, or eye pins. There are all of the dollar store containers that you see me use all the time in my videos. And these are all my tools. So this is a shower rod, and I just put this hook in the middle to hold it up in the middle. But I have all my tools strung across there. It works perfect. I mean, they won't fall off because the wall's behind them. It's really great. This needs to go in here. I had this room cleaned up, but, you know. This was from my Beadbox Bargains haul. These are things I've had laid out because I'm going to do something with them, but I haven't yet. This is a spice rack. Pioneer Woman spice rack that somebody got me for Christmas. And so I just keep tiny little things like scissors. There's batteries in there, thumbtacks. I used to have a cork board that I kept up by my desk, but it didn't help me stay organized, so I took it away. There's my caliper, my square for when I do craft shows, and then some other stuff. These little Trinket Trays Beth Sullivan made, and they are beautiful. Look at them. Aren't they pretty? And I keep little tiny, I had candy in there, but I ate it. But this is candy that Sam sent, so I sit it in there. I have some little scoops here, a beading awl, I don't know what that is, a ring mandrel bell maker, some X-Acto knife, some tweezers. This thing is awesome. Beth Gregor got this for me, and I love it. It is like a sticky bead mat, but I put my phone on it, and it keeps it from falling over if I'm looking at something. Of course, this is the desk, and I've got all these lights up here. So it takes all this light, believe me, to film these videos. Underneath there's the trash can. Not very glamorous under there, and the fan. But right here are all of my project trays. So I keep all the project trays stacked here. And then down there are extra bead mats. If y'all remember, Chris got me a Velux blanket, a twin-size Velux blanket for Christmas a couple years ago off of Amazon. And I literally cut it into like 50 bead mats. I cut it to fit in these. So some of these actually have bead mats in them. Of course, none of the ones I'm going to show you do. They don't, but they do. Some of those over there do. And then all those are extra bead mats. These are extra just trays that I use and acrylic things for storage. Then over here, okay, so up here, I have a couple of my favorite pictures of me and Chris. I have a wax warmer and some candles. Beth sent me one and Mandy gave me the other one. And then in here is, these are just like, there's a check and just some, these are my reminder cards for when I do videos, like for each company, what they need and require, and my coupon codes. I've got a color wheel in here. So this is just stuff I use, you know, every now and then when I'm filming or whatever. Down here, so these are all extra head pins and eye pins, and here is a container that's got, it's a metal, I got this from Harbor Freight for free. It's a little metal tray, but I have like a bunch of pins and stuff in there, like stick pins that I don't want to poke myself with. And I put these drawers together wrong, so they don't go in and out very good. These are some extra jewelry cleaning cloths. Here's a wire wrap thingamajiggy. What's this called? Beadalon Artistic Wire Spiral Maker. Yeah. This is the jewelry, Eternal Jewelry Coating. And I usually have my it's dirty in there. I usually have my E6000 and all the stuff I use with it, but it's in the trunk of the car right now because I took it with me on Sunday to Chris's parents' house while I was doing some work down there. This is jewelry cleaner. You can see these drawers are really bad. This one down on the bottom is really bad. That's all my chain down there. These are dollar store containers, and I just separate out the chain by color. And it's really a terrible mess right now, but, you know, I can find what I need. So there's silver. That down there is chain with stuff on it like pearls or whatever. Antique copper and gunmetal. So I just separate it out by color, and I'm going to slam that drawer because it's hard to get shut. This drawer right here needs cleaned out. It's got all kinds of business stuff like papers, notebooks, some wax melts. I save these guys, these silica gel packets, because these prevent tarnish. So if you want to prevent tarnish, put that in with some of your silvers. I just have a bunch of stuff in here. Ibuprofen. There's another candle that Mandy gave me. Some lotion. Eye drops. Nail polish. This drawer needs cleaned out. Let's pretend we didn't see that. And then this one has a bunch of little plastic baggies. So I use these constantly. When I am making something and I have just a few beads left over, they go in a plastic baggie. So I keep these plastic baggies right by my hand because I'm constantly getting them out of there. And then that section in the bottom doesn't have anything yet. I need to, like I said, I'm still trying to organize things. There's my computer, whoops, and a pen holder, stapler, printer, extra paper, packing tape. That clock is wrong. It is not 7:31. It's like 6 something. Okay. This is an order that needs to be packaged up to go out. That's Sadie's dog biscuits. That's very important. She comes in here and begs randomly, so she's got to have a biscuit. Mandy gave me this tower, and I love this thing. I'm telling you. Thank you, Mandy. Sorry, my finger's in the way. But I've got my bicones all in these top 4. So white, clear, black, silver, gold, purple, green, blue, red, pink, orange, yellow. So they really are not sorted out very well. I started out really good. So if you look up here on the top layer, I started out putting them all in these Harbor Freight containers. Yeah, I did a really good job. Well, did I even make it through? No. Didn't even make it through the second drawer and got tired of doing that. So now they're all just in baggies. But at least they're separated by color, right? So they are separated out by color, and some of them are in baggies. I need to put them all in the Harbor Freight containers. There's some money in there that I'm hiding. And then these drawers are empty. So I'm going to put some stuff in there. I just haven't decided what. Like I said, the stuff that is right around me, I like to be very important stuff. So I'm not just going to put anything in there, but we'll see. I'll find something. Okay, then over here. So these are all of my company stuff. So this whole tower is another one of the ones from Michael's. It is $29.99 on sale. Well worth it. This has Jesse James beads in it. So this is the current stuff that I'm working on, my current assignments, and the beads that I use for that. These are all the beads that I have used in past assignments and had like some leftover pieces. So these are actually photo containers. And I just labeled them. So yellow, if you open this up, it's got all the yellow beads in it. Voila. This one is, not sure, light pink. So each one's labeled a color. And once I use what I'm going to use from what they've sent me for that month's videos, I put all of it down here. So down in the bottom is Chain Reaction. These are kits. These are just miscellaneous, like, different things. And I'll probably still use a lot of this stuff in their videos. That's why I keep it separate. But it's just stuff I haven't used yet, okay? And then all my other groups, like Sam's Bead Box, they go in these deviled egg containers. So these are great. And this one doesn't have the lid on it right now. Very good, so I won't pick it up. But they're really great for separating stuff out. The lid locks on, you can pick it up. So I've got one for Sam's, one for Bargain Bead Box, one for Jesse James Magical Mystery Box, one for Curated Box, and one for Victory Gems and Beads down on the bottom. And those are all of the subscription boxes or monthly boxes or whatever that I get from companies. So I keep all that separate. Here is my photo table. So there's my light box. This is where I take pictures of the stuff that I need to put up on YouTube, like for thumbnails and stuff. This is all finished jewelry that I need to do a finished jewelry update on. My friend Dina came over the other day and like took some of that, so I'm kind of glad because I needed to get rid of some of it. Sadie's bed's under there. Look at that. She's got the rug, then her pillow bed on top, and then that sheet. She loves that sheet, so she lays under there. There she is. Say hi, Sadie. What are you doing? What? Oh, hi. What are you doing, huh? She's got a vet appointment tomorrow because her allergies are bothering her, aren't you? You're itchy, aren't you? Yeah, I'm sorry. She's got a vet. I know. It's bad, isn't it? She made a sore spot on her back. Yeah, I know. So anyway, that's her bed under there. And then this table right here beside the photo table has all my props for photos. So there's some like gemstone things and geodes and forms, and then down in here scrapbook paper because I use that all the time, and little other forms. What are you doing? You gonna help me? Oh, she sneezed. She's got allergies. A couple of these drawers are empty. I need to put stuff in them. But like there's some pine cones and flowers, just stuff I use to take pictures, props for pictures. Don't look at me because I'm a mess. I've been at the beach, but here is a mirror that I use to like try on jewelry and see how it hangs. So let me walk back over here so you can kind of get an idea of how this room works. So here's where we walk in the front door, remember. There's my desk, the Calyx cubes. So it's like an L shape. It goes around like here. So all of my personal stuff is over here. Then this is all store stuff or company stuff that I work with. So there's my store. There are all the beautiful beads that need to be sold. So if you want to buy some, please do. Chris made this pegboard for me and hung it up, and oh my goodness, it's awesome. It hangs all the beads. Then I've got all these these are bins with stuff in them, like metals and stuff. This pegboard, now he's outside mowing. This pegboard isn't as big as the one that was in my old bead room, even though this bead room's bigger. Just this wall is what we used for this, and it's not quite as big as the one that was in my old bead room. So I've got some things in this cart, and then I have a lot of things over here on this table, but I know where everything is. So like these are all silver charms, wire guardians, gold charms. So, you know, end pieces for like cord ends and stuff. So I know what all this is. And then these are the mystery bags. If you guys haven't bought one of the mystery bags, you're missing out. These are $10.99, and they have got some great stuff in them, guys. They've got original polymer clay pieces that I made. They've got beads. They've got, you know, findings. They're really a great deal for $10.99. This has a whole kit here of this little jewelry thing you can make. I mean, there are... some of them have gemstone beads in them. They're just a really great deal, these mystery bags are. So these are $10.99. They're on my website right now, and I've got a bunch of them left. These are the beads I give away if you buy something. There's the pool outside. That, guys, is my favorite place on earth right out there. So I don't know if you can really see from here, but I have bird feeders out here, and the squirrels come, and I love to sit out here at this table right here and just, oh, I love it. It's my favorite place in the world to be. So that's outside. But anyway, back to the video. This stuff is all stuff I use for shipping. So this is the shipping section, like right here. So I have my scales. That's my mailing scale, my postage scale. That's a gram scale. These are baggies that put stuff in. This is where the new orders go. This is just a container for like wire cutters, ruler. Got tape down here. This is a little extra beads that get dropped or whatever, you know, a strand that, oops, sorry for my finger, strand that gets messed up. Then these are some more baggies. These are stickers and cards I put in some of the orders. Jewelry cleaning cloths are everywhere in this world. Earring backs and cards. Anti-tarnish strips and the little, I put this in a lot of times with the metals to explain that all metals tarnish. Yeah, I can't help that if they do, but except for stainless steel. And then that down there has like the mailing bags, the organza bags, some tissue paper. There is the chain, all the chain. Chris made that thing for me and I love it to hang him. This is how Panda Hall sent my gunmetal Coriana chain. Thank you, Panda Hall. It is a mess. So anytime somebody orders the gunmetal chain, I have to untangle that mess. But it's okay. And then there's my step stool because I can't reach anything in this room that's up high. I've got stuff stored up there. This is a really cool earring holder. Logan's friend owned a store and they were going out of business and she sold it to me. I like it because it spins. And I used to do craft shows, so I would use it as a display, but I'm not doing craft shows much anymore. There's extra stuff up there, like extra beads for the giveaway beads, tools. Then we have this this cabinet, which isn't exact. It's a mess, but this hides all the stuff I don't want sitting out, so let me show you guys. So there's my Cricut. There's a sewing machine, some crafting supplies. Then we've got paper, extra copy paper, notebooks and stuff. Over here, some acrylic paintings that I dabbled in, which was not real successful. This is stamping stuff. That back there is all my Swarovski. These are my lucite flowers that I actually sell. They're all in there. Shipping bubble wrap boxes. And then down there are lucite leaves and some stuff for making up more mystery bags and stuff like that. So this container, or this cabinet, holds a whole lot of stuff that I just don't want to be seen. So that is the shipping area. So let me back up so you can see. My attempt at a curtain up there, I'm going to put some lights up there, I think, and something like that. So that's the store part of the feed room. Here it is. And then this door right here is actually our master bedroom. So I think it's a mess right now. I probably shouldn't show it, but maybe not too bad. It's kind of messy. Anyway, there's our bedroom. So Chris only half made the bed, but it's right off of there. So this is the bead room, guys. This is the new craft room. And I gotta say, I'm very, very thankful for it. It helps me stay organized, and so far I've done pretty good with keeping it fairly neat, you know. Fairly neat. It has its days, but I really do love it. It's one of my favorite places to be, and I love to be outside out there too. But yeah, this is home, so we're very thankful and glad to be moved. I don't ever want to move again. This is the hardest move we've ever made in our lives. It was really, really difficult, but in so many ways. But it's over, and we do love Florida, I gotta say. I love it here. It's beautiful. I just spent the last day, well, today and day before yesterday, over in Daytona Beach. My friends came from West Virginia, and I was able just to drive over, spend the day with them. So I couldn't be more thankful for that kind of stuff. It's just really good. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about my storage, what I'd use, where I got it, that kind of thing, please, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments, and I will do my best to answer. But yeah, I love it, and I'm glad I could bring you guys in and show it to you. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.